Hey everyone, greetings and welcome to Process Positive Peace, aka My Journey. My name is Damien, and if you clicked on the video, yes, it is true. I'm a little bit over 2 weeks from having weight loss surgery, VSG, or the vertical gastric sleeve to be long-winded. Well, before I get lost in these frequently asked questions, and my testimonies to follow with it, I just wanted to give y'all my stats. What are my stats? So, my starting weight was 342, and currently I am at, drum roll please, 304, with a total net loss thus far of 38 pounds. Honestly, I really don't see my difference. Maybe y'all can tell. Maybe I can post something, somewhere, either here or here. Give y'all some pictures or something like that. And you guys tell me what y'all think. Now, I definitely feel a difference. And to me, that's what matters the most. Let's get to the real nitty gritty here. The 6 million gazillion dollar questions. Yes, 6 million of them. So I wanted to be creative and flip it up. Take a different approach to this, because I've heard a lot of frequently asked questions from different channels. I actually went with a who, a what, a when, a where, a why, and how approach to answering these questions. So the first question is, who? Who made me want to get this surgery? So the very quick and simple answer to that is myself. I had to make this decision if I really wanted to get this surgery. Nobody didn't put a gun to my head. Nobody didn't say, hey, if you don't get this surgery, I'm going to blow your brains out. But actually, quite the contrary. My body was going to give out on me. I wasn't going to be able to function properly like in a few years or so if I kept going down the path that I was going towards eating like a lot of junk and bad things for myself. Now, let's not get this twisted here. I'm also thinking about my quality of life, how long I can be on this earth for my family and not just myself. I had to make a conscientious decision that if I wanted to do something for myself, I had to make some positive changes, because not only by making these positive changes will I continue to be here, but I would feel good. And yes, I've tried all other types of weight loss surgery, which is actually weight loss, not the surgery, which is a requirement in order to get the surgery. And I failed multiple times. So I went to go and see my doctor, and she said, you would be a good candidate to get weight loss surgery. Gastric sleeve to be exact. She said the bypass would probably be a little bit too much for me and a little bit very invasive, to where, you seem like you make good decisions when you do, but it's just when you make those bad decisions and they overlap that. And actually, when I was talking to my PCP, she was also telling me like, yo, like, tell me about yourself. Like, tell me who you are. It was like a little mini psych evaluation. And she said, yeah, based upon your family history and the things that you've been through, I see some addiction there. And while food is supposed to be, nourishing, it's supposed to be able to help you stay alive, you don't supposed to live to eat. I don't know if you ever heard of that saying, like, you eat to live, not live to eat. And when she kind of said all of that stuff, it kind of really hit home. I was actually also thinking about doing the surgery for years, but I was a little bit scared, not informed. I would just say, like, I'll do it later. I kept putting it off. And somebody very special and near and dear to me was like, look, you either gonna crap or you gonna get off the pot. And I chose to crap and get off the pot. So here we are now. That's the first question. Question number two. When did I decide to get this surgery? When did I? So when did I make this decision? I made the decision as answered in the first question when I spoke with my PCP or my family doctor, and we had like a brief like counseling to where she wanted to just know a little bit about my family history. Once I told her about my family history, she was like, look, I could prescribe you some pills. You can lose a little bit of weight, but 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to get that weight back. Let's kind of take a different approach to this. Let's see if you qualify to getting a weight loss surgery. I was thinking about it, and I told her, that I thought about it in the past. And she said, well, based upon what you've told me, your weight has been nothing but going north. And if you keep this up, all of the things you said that you really wanted to do for yourself and your family, you're not going to be able to want to do, and you're not going to be able to physically do it. So mentally and the physical. So she said, look, I'm going to see about referring you to see a weight loss surgeon, and then you could talk more with them and they can see, what your options are. Definitely a process there, but, that's when I really made that decision. It was actually in the month of June. So from June all the way into October, I had to go through the processes to get this surgery. Now, I've been told from different channels and other subscribers and just videos and all of that, that it sometimes is a longer process. But one thing I have, seen from these channels too, is that everybody's journey is different. Everybody's processes are different. So I'm not here to really advise on that. Question number 3. How did I go about getting this surgery? So how did I go about getting this surgery? Well, first and foremost, I had to make that decision that I wanted to get this surgery. Like I said, no guns to the head, all me. Then with that, I went to go and see my PCP or family doctor. Based upon our conversation, she said that weight loss surgery would be good for you. She sent in a referral to my weight loss surgeon. Weight loss surgeon said, time out. Nope, you got to come to a seminar first. Not only did he needed to discuss the benefits of having this weight loss surgery, he had to talk about the risk and like the complications that could happen by having this surgery if I'm not good to myself or just overall. So after that, then I had my consultation with my surgeon. He went over my paperwork. He said that, yes, you are definitely a good candidate. He actually decided on what would be the best type of surgery I needed to have, which was the VSG. Then after that, I had to speak to his nurse. His nurse actually gave me a slew of things that I needed to complete. A couple of those things was I need to get a psychiatric evaluation because I needed to make sure that I was mentally ready for this. Because I could say one thing, but if the person evaluating me, the doctor, says otherwise, then I wouldn't be a good candidate. I had to get a slew of questions asked. Do I drink a lot? Do I smoke? Am I really, really ready for this? I also had to see a nutritionist because they needed to set up a good plan for me. Now, I know other people's journeys that mentioned that they had to lose weight. I actually did not have to lose weight. I might be one of the few exceptions to the rule. And that's a good thing because, while I am having weight loss surgery, I wanted to really, really make sure that I could, do some things independently without being forced to doing it. I had to make sure that my insurance was good for it as well because, hey, I can do whatever I want. I work a 9 to 5, or I work in retail actually, so it's more than just a 9 to 5. But my insurance company had to approve of that. They had to make sure that, it was good to go. It's not just go in, talk to a weight loss surgeon, get the surgery, and that's it. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, I also had to make sure that they have seen that I've tried to lose weight on my own. Because, hey, some people, they just wake up one day and they be like, look, I got to get the surgery. I got to do it. but didn't put in any type of work or attempts to see about if they can lose weight on their own. I know some people, actually a friend of mine who actually was thinking about getting weight loss surgery, went on a path to lose weight and lost weight on their own. So they actually chose not to get surgery once they started to see that they was losing weight. And I'm very, very proud of that person, by the way. But that is question number 3. Let's move to question number 4. Question number 4. Why is it important to follow all of the steps by your medical professionals? So it is definitely important to follow all of the steps of the medical professionals, like all of the advice, all of the information, everything that they tell you to do. Because for one, if you don't follow it, you won't get the surgery. 2, they really, really need to make sure that you can mentally, not physically, well, not only physically, but mentally handle it. Because there is a lot there. And let me tell you, your boy stumbled a few times. And if you're not mentally ready to have surgery, you might want to kind of think about other things or other methods of trying to lose weight. We're not perfect. None of us is perfect. We all have our stumbling blocks and we have our forks in the road per se. But if you can get over that, if you can get through it, the best way that you will be able to overcome that. If you don't follow all of the steps, complications more so can happen to you as well. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I caught myself. But yeah, them complications, they real. Nausea, acid reflux, stomach aches, mental breakdowns, depressions. It's kind of like a snowball effect. One thing can turn to 2. 2 things can turn to 5. 5 things can turn to quite a few. So that's why it's definitely important to not only again, have a mental capacity of it, but make sure that you're listening to what your medical professionals are telling you to do, because they're trying to set you up for success and not for failure. The only person that could fail in this is yourself. And definitely I chose to listen to my medical professionals, and there was times where I didn't listen to some of the things they said. And your boy Lazarus, which is the name of my gastric sleeve, yes, his name makes a debut. Lazarus said, look, you're not doing the job right. You're not giving what's supposed to give. I could tell you, if my mind ain't telling me, Lazarus gonna tell me. And I need Lazarus and my mind to work as one. And that's why it's definitely important, because after the surgery, it's real. It's real in these streets. And ain't no turning back, because once you've had this surgery, you cannot go back. You can't go to your doctor and say, yeah, I would like to have my stomach put back into me, the way it was. Yeah, can you do that for me, please? Please? Doctor gonna look at me crazy. Your doctor will look at you crazy. I'm not going to my doctor to ask him that. But if I did, he would look at me crazy. He'd be like, what? I told you, this is irreversible in the seminar. But yeah, that ends that question right there, or that's the answer to that question. Listen to what your medical professionals is telling you at all times. Trust me, it will make your life easier. Lazarus says thank you. Hold on, Lazarus is right here. All right, next question. All right, so question number 5. Where am I at mentally and physically since having surgery? So, to answer that question, mentally, I am a lot better than what I was about a week and a half ago or a week ago. Let's say a week. Because when I tell you, Lazarus was saying, look, what you're doing is not right. He was letting me know. Every time I tried to graduate myself, Yes, graduating is when you do something that your medical professional told you not to do because you feel like you can handle it, which a la means putting something in my mouth before the time frame. There's 4 stages. There is the clear liquid stage. There is the other liquid stage. There is the soft food stage. And I am very soon to being on the all food stage. Let me tell you, this stage right here was the worst. Because when I had my 2-week pre-op diet, I was still able to eat food. I just had to be between 40 carbs a day. So while some people, they had to only like drink liquids and can only drink liquids, your boy was still eating food. He just had to monitor that. I used the Berrytastic app, and it was a pretty good app. I loved it. I haven't used it since after the surgery, but I know I need to get back onto it. But that after surgery, like, I was only drinking liquids for a week. I felt like I was in hell. Like, forgive me. I'm sorry, YouTube. Anyways, I thought I was going, like, I wasn't going to get, like, see the end of the light of the tunnel, as they say. So, like, towards the very tail end of the clear liquid stage, I tried to eat something. And when I tell you, I was not feeling good at all. Lazarus was, like, pushing back. My mind was like, you can do it. You can do it all night long. But my mind, but Lazarus was like, all right, try me. See what's going to happen. And look, let me tell you something. These are my truths, so let's like be mad serious here. Your boy went to Taco Bell. He tried to get him some Taco Bell, a protein bowl. Like, I wasn't trying to do the breaded stuff or, you know, the tacos themselves. I was just like, let me get a protein bowl. Let me see what I can do. Your boy not only got 1 protein bowl, he got 2 protein bowls. And on top of those 2 protein bowls, he got him one of those freezes. Because he was like, you know what? I could do this. Like, come on now. Like, I could do this. So, while I was at Taco Bell waiting for the 2 protein bowls to be made, I was sipping on the freeze. When I tell you Lazarus said, WTF, Lazarus was like, look, why did you do this to me? I was feeling okay driving there, but it was a struggle to get back home. Not only was it a struggle to get back home, but when I tried to eat the protein bowl, like the first one, because again, I bought 2, I could only eat like 2 bites of it. And when I say those was the longest 2 bites I ever had, they were the longest 2 bites I ever had. Now, Lazarus, he was kind to me. Thank you, Lazarus, by the way. He was kind to me, and he did not make it come back up. I did not suffer the dumping syndrome. But he made sure he let me know by the way I felt for the rest of that day. With the sugary drink that I put in my mouth and the 2 bites way before it was time for me to be at that stage. Lazarus had a conversation with my liver, and my liver said, look, he messed up. You know that when they be like, it was at this moment, he knew he messed up. That was me. But at this time now, because I'm long-winded with this question, mentally, I'm good, and Lazarus is good too. I'm not putting in crazy stuff in my mouth. Obviously, I'm in the soft food stage, about to graduate to the all food stage. I told my surgeon that. I told my surgeon this situation. He was like, yeah, I get it all the time. He was like, probably about over 90% of my patients say that they try to tempt fate. They try to graduate themselves a little bit early. Some people, they deal with the dumping syndrome. Some people, they don't. Some people, they feel it. I was just one of the person who felt miserable all throughout the day. But at this current point in time, mentally, I'm good. Physically, Lazarus, he's good. He's like, we all good over here. And that's where I'm at. So that answers that question. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? What challenges have I had at this point? So I told you guys about the Taco Bell episode. That was like my biggest challenge thus far. But there have been other little challenges. One, walking. So after the surgery, they give you a little bit time to rest. Well, forget that. They don't give you too much time to rest. They say you're supposed to be at the hospital overnight for observations and all of that. And in my mind, I'm thinking like they just monitoring to me from a camera in the room or whatnot. I thought that's the only like observations that they was going to be doing to see how good I was going to sleep. But no, it seemed like somebody came in like every other hour just to ask me something, do something, give me something, try something until I left the hospital. Now, the very next day after surgery, like I had a couple of nurses come in. The biggest highlights was I had a nurse come in and give me this and said, look, you have to drink 64 ounces. Now, they gave me this, but they actually put them in little 1 ounce cups. And they said, you need to drink the 1 ounce cups, and then walk around. So what your boy did was, I didn't know that they said drink 1 cup, walk around, come back, drink another cup, walk around. What I did was I drank all 6 ounce cups, the 1 ounce cups, and then I proceeded to walk around. Lazarus was like, dude, do you know how to follow instructions? Because, yeah, that wasn't the right thing to do. Fortunately, I was able to take in all of the liquids. Lazarus, you know, he wasn't too mad at me. And I was able to walk around just for a little bit. So walking around was definitely a struggle, but I did overcome it because the one thing I was telling myself was I can't stay another night here because I'm not going to get any sleep. And the things that they don't tell you or I didn't see in other channels is that you do not get any type of sleep. I had somebody come in, take some blood from me, and I don't like needles. I'm not here for the needles. I have tattoos, incomplete tattoos, but I have tattoos, but I'm not here for the needles. So believe it or not, I was more in pain from the gas that they put in me than I was from being poked. But I think that'd be for another video to talk about my experience at the hospital. I don't have a lot of videos from when I was there. It was a very intense and quick type of deal, so I didn't record a lot. But yeah, so I had somebody come in and take blood from me like at 3 o'clock in the morning. And that was like the easy, well, she poked me twice, which is another reason why I don't like needles. But I wasn't like in pain from it. Like, do what you got to do, then get on out of here. You know, I usually sweat when I know I'm about to get like some type of poke. When it comes to drawing blood or an IV, like I could take something. So like if somebody came in and just stick something in me, I'm good with that. But if somebody's trying to get a vein, my veins be going hiding. They be playing hide and go seek with these phlebotomists and these nurses and stuff. But the other thing was that this one nurse came in. She was like, I need for you to try and breathe. And so she gave me this little apparatus right here. And from the time I was at the hospital, that was the highest I can go. Let's quickly do it right quick. But it was definitely a struggle. But let me see where we're at. Yeah, I got to the tippity top now. So I'm good on that. But it was definitely a struggle when I did that. Excuse me. But other little things like that, like knowing when to graduate, not really listening, those were some challenges. Thinking that I can get this surgery, I'm going to lose the weight and that's it. I mean, even though I'm 38 pounds down, I know I have a long ways to go, especially to get to my goals. But yeah, little challenges like that. It's more mental and definitely physical, but it's more mental. And those are the challenges that I've incurred thus far. Who likes bonuses? You like bonuses? I like bonuses. Well, I have a bonus question. So, any advice you would like to share to someone who is actually thinking about getting weight loss surgery? Yes, I definitely have some advice for you. So I'm not going to be too extra or long with the advice that I would like to share, because I feel like with the other 6 questions, I actually shared a whole lot, especially with the advice side of things. But I really just kind of want to reiterate that it is definitely important to listen to what your medical professionals are telling you. You have to make sure that you know that this is what you really, really want to do. It's okay to be human and stumble, but it's not okay when it comes to your health. So if you're doing something, thinking about getting a surgery to where you know that you're not going to be able to complete the steps or do something that might be damaging to your mind frame and your body, you need to really, really kind of like consult not just only with the medical professionals, but your family, the people who you hold near, dear to your heart, because those are the ones that's going to give you, you know, the honest advice. Not saying that the doctors and medical professionals won't, but I would rather, you know, have somebody talk to me that's also going to give me the hard answers. And, you know, fortunately, I don't have certain people that I can go and talk to anymore, but I do have like some family members who I hold dear, and I asked them about it. And they said, you know, of course, do what makes you feel good, do what makes you happy. But just know that this isn't going to be simply like going to either McDonald's or Burger King or choosing a broccoli or cauliflower. This is something that's going to be forever changing in your life. So you have to be sure about this. And the last bit of advice I want to say is just, you know, be kind to yourself. You're going to get frustrated when it comes to certain things. You have to stay kind and diligent. If you're not being kind and diligent with yourself, then you're going to struggle more than you think you will. So those are my bits of advice to you. And honestly, I know that you got this. If nobody else ain't going to tell you, I'm going to tell you. You got this. You can do this. If this is what you want to do it. Don't think about think about doing it, but don't like be in between that. Don't be like, I don't know, because once you do it, there's no looking back. There's none whatsoever. But you got this. You really, truly got this. So before we wrap this up, I just wanted to thank everyone viewing this and say good luck to you in whatever path or route you choose to take. Please comment, ask questions. I like answering questions. I really do. And above all, be safe, everyone. That's all I'm asking for. So until next time, take care now. Bye now.